Hello, hello. Welcome in, friends. Little delay getting into it today. Very little. I'm eager to finish. You can hear that. We'll pull it up. That classic PlayStation startup sound certainly hits. I don't think I'll ever get tired of that. Exploring all these older games is wonderful for reliving that. Alright. Try and remember everything that happened last time. I know it's only been a couple days, but the brain fog has been real. I know we probably fucked up on the we're still there, I think. Yeah, this area. Because the groundskeeper took our fucking lantern. I don't think I can do anything about this. If they are gracious enough to return that to us later, I'll try to rectify that. But I get the feeling that ship has sailed. Right, so we were in the servants' quarters. They were asking about someone. I don't remember the name that they were all throwing around, but they were all throwing around the same name. Float up somewhere like poor Brian. Well, like, my worry is when I grabbed the item that was on the door that we ended up floating on, looking back up onto the little ledge, I thought I saw more items, but I don't know what they were. So I'm like, did I completely lose some stuff that I could have gotten? And is that gonna... I don't imagine it'll soft lock me. I don't get that impression at all, but I feel like it's going to force us to miss out on a couple things. Brian did deserve better, though. Helen. So we're trying to learn about whoever the fuck Helen is, or was. Was is more likely. This way. Because there was... someone doing something with a fire, and I need the fire starter for something. I don't remember who needed it, but I remember it was needed. Oh, map, come back to me. It's close. Yeah, okay, we're here. Perfect. So you had the fire starter. I'm gonna take that. Don't mind me. Cheers. Painter. Yeah, we did need to do something with the painter. Yeah, because there was the musician with the violin who sent us into the past so that we could give him his broken violin. And then the violin music sent the baby. And because the baby went, she went and started a fire to warm the place. And now we have the fire starter. Is Helen the ghost? Helen's probably the fucking ghost that was haunting us in this section. Now that the lights are on, we don't have to deal with her, but I'm pretty sure that has to be who that was. They're all talking about a Helen. What did you want? Yes, you have a fireplace. Okay, so if I... No? Do I just give it to you? Is it not my business to start your fires? There's no time. It's almost 9 o'clock. Okay. I just need to put these last finishing touches on the flames. Flames. If only. I had something to start a fire. Uh... Really? I don't know what else it could be, right? Why wasn't that? Okay. It's fine. Everything's good. Really had to be crouching next to it?
おお、
Oh,
それ
that's
だ。
it.
それが
That's how
炎の
those
輝
flames
きだ。
gleam. I'm locked in place. Just have to watch.
よし、で
All
き
right,
たぞ。
it's done. Looks like I
なんとか間
finished
に
it
合
in
った。
time too. Gone. The abruptness that they just dissipate. And then I give this to the lady. I believe she needed something to tell the time with. That should send her away. Because I don't know what else she could possibly do. Okay. And I think we're completely back. Hello. I have a thing for you.
おや、
Is it 9
もう
o'clock
9時。
already?
ヘレン
Helen
様
must be
がお
waiting.
待ち。
Mhm. Okay. There's a lot of just forcing me to watch people do stuff right now. Oh, that door was locked. Right. Who the fuck is Helen? What's going on? Old woman's room. Oh, okay. Rest
それでは
well,
ヘレ
Helen.
ン様、おやすみなさいませ。
I will
明日の
come to
朝
wake you
もい
tomorrow
つも
morning,
のように
bright and early.
起こしに参ります。
Is that so? At least everyone's giving me stuff. What's this now? Horn. Oh, that's for the door. Then what the hell was the horse hook for? I'm missing so many things, man. This game's got more secrets than the other one. Ah. Hi, Helen.
まだなの？
Still, not yet.
どうした
What
の？
happened?
きれいな
It should
花
have
を
bloomed
咲か
into a
せてお
beautiful
くれ。
flower by now.
なぜ咲い
Why
て
won't
く
it
れな
bloom?
い？
What's
何
missing?
が足りないの？
Beautiful flower. And I get zapped away into the past.
今年もき
Flower
れいな
bloomed
花
again
を
this
咲
year.
かせたわ。
Albert will be pleased.
アルバートも喜ぶわね。
Alberta.
あら、
Oh,
もう
run out
肥
of
料が切れ
compost.
たみたい
I
ね。
know where compost is.
後で庭園
I'll
に
have to
取
get
り
some
に行
more
かな
from the
くたら。
garden later. Albert's
アルバー
crying.
トが泣いているわ。
What a bitch.
はいはい。
Yes,
おばあ
yes.
様が
Granny's
今行
coming.
きますよ。
As a recap, Albert's the fucker who locked us up earlier. And who apparently stole our girlfriend and put her in a glass sarcophagus. You know, Albert, I cried too, and I don't whine about it. Teeny tiny burlap sack. I'm gonna put some compost in it. That is the tiniest burlap sack I think I've ever seen in my life. Does this have anything? Why did it open that way? That was unexpected, and I kind of hate it. It's fashioned in the same way that the other chests are, but all the other chests opened the way you would expect a chest to open. Burlap sack just the right size for all the fucks I give? Yeah, exactly. Well, I think I'll be taking that. Just jump out the window. You know what? I'm done with this quest. I'm out of here. Okay. So back to the garden we go. Or should I... No, garden first. Because I feel like the horn door will be progress. And I would rather give Granny her compost. Like how quickly she was downgraded from Helen to Granny. Whoops. Sorry, darling. So sorry. How did I get here so quick? Right. Right. I can't believe there's no other lantern for me. That was so useful. I would love to have another one. But I imagine we've already explored all of the, like, separate map areas. And the thing with the research lab was the power didn't work there, which is why the lantern was needed. So now that we've kind of gone through that, I feel like they have just taken it from us, and we're locked out of it. I could be wrong, but that's how it feels. Nice. I bet that smells wonderful. This room, probably abominable, with loose compost and a fucking generator running in the back corner. Delightful. Wonderful. Don't ever invite me into that building. I will very courteously tell you to leave. Does anyone have any predictions for what the third game might yield? It is a PS2 title. So we're jumping a whole console generation. All I know is that it's called Beyond. Echo Knight Beyond. Also, I never prefaced. I really want to finish this tonight so that I can start Echo Knight Beyond on Friday. And then hopefully finish it Saturday. As intended. Ghosts, well, walked into that one, didn't I? Wow, just a little bit of garbage.
ああ、や
It
っと
finally
咲いた。
bloomed.
これでア
This
ル
will
バ
bring
ートも
Albert
元
back
に
to the
戻る。
way he used to be. Oh, now I feel bad.
あの子は
He used to love
こ
this
の花
flower.
が大好きだった。今では
That red-headed lady
赤い髪の
tempted him
女
into
に
doing something
そ
he
そのかさ
normally
れて
would never have done.
とんでもないことを
Interesting.
人を殺めるな
Even
んて
think that he would kill
なん
someone
てこと。
is absolutely ridiculous.
でも
In any
この
case,
花を見れば
once he sees this
きっと
flower, he'll go back to being the
元の
sweet
優
boy
し
he
い子
once
に
was.
アルバート
That's a powerful flower, lady. That's a high expectations on this teeny little bud, huh? Little crocus. Very transparent petals. Something tells me that's not how they should be. Can I? Hang on. Lord, I cannot move the chair. I just want it to lick in the drawer. They won't give it to me. No drawer time for me. Okay, and then was it in here? I think it was. We had a funky door. Boom. Horse statue? Nah. Unicorn statue. Now I'm gonna get jumped because there is no power in here. What I say? What I say times 2. I heard you. She's in here. I can't get back out. Oh, good. I think I just made this section harder for me. Sure. Well, I mean, can't fault them for trying. Folk craft. Looks like some sort of folk craft. Thanks. Very apt of you. It's a giant mask. Upon closer inspection, it seems that the mouth can open. Interesting. Well now. Well now. What's going on there? I have one candle. Don't want to waste it though if I can't pick up the holder. Mask. It's a round mask made out of stone. It's an eerie wooden mask with wide open eyes. It's a mask shaped like the head of a bird with a large beak. Ah, yes it is. Just not from the angle I was looking at it at. It's a smiling mask. It's an oblong mask that seems to be of African origin. I too keep all my masks in one tiny room, hanging from the walls ominously. It's a simple yet beautiful mask, times 3. This mask has a joyful expression. This mask has an angry expression. There's a hook here. It must be here to hold up a mask. This mask has a calm expression. Very good. I feel like this door will open upon the retrieval of that 4th mask. Excuse you? Why? It's an old wooden chair. What did that do? That the family didn't have any masks when they moved in. They had to buy them so the mask room wasn't weird and empty. Yeah, they just showed up and they were like, and this is the mask room. And the family is immediately like, fuck. Guys. Guys, shit. We better start collecting, man. We gotta have a weird rich person thing. Okay, so this room is a whole lot of nothing right now. Who is it? Who's there? Can I leave? Hi, Albert.
貴様
You there.
ここで何を
What are you
して
doing here? That would be weird. Someone's just spontaneously in your house. They try to get into the room that you're in. You come out to confront them, and they fucking vanish. So remember, it's been established. We're not seeing flashbacks. We are moving to the past. So he now knows who we are. I mean, he already, like, we've had an encounter with him, but now suddenly we're extra familiar. This must be used as storage to save space in the corridors. Two keys! Wow. So I'd be extra fucked anyway. Hang on now. That's normal. What a creepy eye. It's a female bust. It's facing up. Oh, they all turn. Oh, interesting. Well, that's a puzzle. But may I please? Maybe, actually. This might get me back into the apartment. Not the apartment, the, you know what I'm talking about. A radio has been placed here. Telephone. Okay, so we have a save point. Never seen or played Mundan. I think I have it on my Steam wish list, but I know nothing about it. The name is familiar, so I'm sure I've seen it at some point, to some capacity. There's someone standing right here. There has to be a way to get back into the main. Pencil-drawn folk horror set in the Swiss mountains. Yes. Yes, I saw something for that recently. I was not aware of it until very recently. Oh! Oh, I'm over here now. Jim. Sprang to mind because there's a collection of weird masks in a random barn. Don't think you'll ever find out why? Powerful. We love that. Come at me then. You're in my way, so get over here. Bye. So there is no notable way back. But I need those keys. I have 2 keys. And that box requires 2. Housewife's private room. Okay. Ma'am, hang on now. Hold the phone here. 2 battle axes. What's that, fucking rapier and a stock? No, and a stock is fairly similar to a rapier. I don't know. I don't know. Buddy. It's off. Stop clicking at me. Ringing your little fucking bell. I know. I get it. Listen. I was in here already. What do I do? I feel like all the glass around alerts that ghost. That could just be coincidence. The first time we encountered her, she didn't start ringing the bell at me until after I stepped on a broken vase. But she's chasing me currently, so it might not have had to do with anything. Oh, okay, now we're back. Okay, sweet, excellent, perfect, wonderful. Key time. Still banging, huh? I feel like that is probably the groundskeeper. I imagine he did survive. And he's quite upset about it. Thank you. I forget how I found out about that game now. It has to have come up. If it was just relevant to something else I played on Steam. I don't know. Anyway. My closed caption thing seems to have stopped reading me. It was working when I started, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Is Helen able to rest well? Perhaps I can rest now too. Bonne nuit. Nice looking game, but little heard of. One of the first games you streamed? Fun. Oh, I will look into it. What little I remember checking out had me intrigued for sure. Yeah. I just want to see if I can refresh my captions. Are they... Okay, no, okay. They seem to be working now. Weird. What is it for 60% off? I don't remember where that box even is. I feel like it was in here. This was kind of the primary room. Yeah, okay, perfect. What? It should be available. I've got it on my wish list. Yeah. Curious. Weird. Super weird. I'll try to pull it up once I get this box on. Nice. Alright, we got light. Drop my controller. Just onto my desk, but thump. It would look to me. Oh, you know what it probably is? It's Tuesday. Steam maintenance, babe. Good old Steam maintenance. I'm very well acquainted with that fucking with everything on Tuesdays because Hunter consistently complains about it because it happens like 10 minutes after his start time on Tuesdays. So if he's not quick enough to get into a game, he has to wait for the maintenance to end. Steam maintenance can usually it's pretty quick, but sometimes it takes more than a hot minute. So he gets a little frustrated. What's this door? We didn't go through here, did we? Dance hall. Who's in here? Of course. Look at these dorks. All standing on opposite walls. What is this? Middle school? Come on. Men always do seem to be playing poker, don't they? Sure, the younger one's grumbling about it as always. He has no sense of courtesy, quite unlike Albert. By the way, I haven't seen Jessica that often lately. I fear for her health. Your husband had a look at her, though, didn't he? How's she doing? I heard that she appears to be rather stable lately. So I take it we'll still be able to hold the birthday party as planned. Well, don't tell the others, but I don't think she'll make it that long. Oh my, how could this be happening? How must Albert feel? And they make like I don't exist, naturally. Oh, they're all women. The three of them must still be playing now. What do they find so enjoyable about poker anyway? He's not even any good at it. Yet he insists that they don't stop playing until he wins. Brutal. Gramophone. I'm pretty sure there was a record in the church, the chapel, as a reward for the astral pieces. But that yeah, stream notification says Steam maintenance. There you go. I knew it was gonna happen. It always does. No, I'm pretty sure there was a vinyl in the chapel. Not even maintenance. He's not gonna take the time to spell maintenance. Yeah, it looked like it was an award or reward, whatever, for handing in astral pieces, like the vial that I got. But it didn't open the way that the holy water vial did. So I don't know. Radio's been placed here. Very good. I can't interact with it. Wonderful. can't reach it.
あ、
Hey,
ア
you
ル
one
バ
of
ート
Albert's
様の、
guests?
あの、
Could you get that
そ
candle
こ、
for me? You
早
see, I really need to get it
く
right
持って、
away.
今日のパー
We're
ティー
having a
で
party
ろう
today.
そくを使う
They
か
told
らっ
me
て
to go
言
and get
わ
the
れてて、
candle.
早くしな
Need
い
to
と
get it soon. The party's about to begin.
お願いします。
I could just
あ
walk
りが
away.
とう。
Thanks.
お礼に
Let
こ
me give you
れ、
this in return.
2階の廊下で拾ったん
I
です。
picked it up in the corridor on the
何
second
かは
floor.
知りませんけど、
Not sure what it is exactly.
なんだか綺麗
Whatever
で
it
しょ。
is, it sure is pretty. I have taken the plate. Unmoving statue. Okay.
僕、
Came here from the
田舎から出て
countryside.
失敗ばっかりだから、
Screwing up ever since I
みんな
got
に
here,
バ
and
カにされ
everyone's
てて、
making fun of me.
メイドのパーティー
Patty,
さん
the
は
maid
励
here,
まして
cheered
く
me
れる
up.
けど、
She said the same
Zibun
thing
mo so
happened
da.
to her.
田舎の
My
家の
house
前
in the
には
countryside. There was the
大き
biggest
な
pine
やつの
tree
木
that
が
you
あっ
ever
て、
did see. I'd always play by it.
ロバートにマイケ
Robert
ル、
and Michael might still be there.
みんな
I wonder how
元気か
everyone's
な。
doing.
帰りた
I
い。
go home. Come on, game. What is this about?
帰りたい。またあの松の
I'd
木で
like to play with everyone again under that big pine tree. Fuck, dude. Come on. Out of left field with that one. Just like, hey, here's a kid asking for help, and now he's gonna have a depressive sode. A little depressive sode. Just because you did what he asked. I should have just taken the fucking candle and left. God damn. Oy, okay. So what the hell am I gonna have to give that kid? I wonder... Hang on. Hang on now. No. He took it from me. I don't have the medallion. I can't even talk to him. There we go.
うーん
Ah,
いつの間
didn't
にか
realize I
眠
fell asleep.
今
I'm
かく
playing
れんぼし
hide
て
and
る
go
んだ。
seek right now. So
ここ
don't
に
tell
いる
anyone
こ
you found me. I'm the one who's supposed to be finding you. I really, really think I missed items when he fell in. The throwing machine lets you train in the comfort of your own home. The stationary bike gives some resistance as you pedal away. But I don't have any way back into that dungeon. Do I? I haven't found it if there is a way. Ah! Excuse me. Fuck off. To hell with you. Alright. Stuff. ideas. So there doesn't really appear to be anything in the gym of importance. At least not right this moment. Moving statue. I see. I see. Okay, so I moved you. You all move the same direction. Yes. It's a male bust. It looks tense. It's a male bust. It looks rather old. It's a female bust. It's facing down. Don't know what the puzzle here is yet, but I know that that plate will stop whatever statue it's attached to from moving. Why? I don't know. I don't know. I could just try to make them all face the same direction, but they're all doing different things anyway, right? It should be pretty easy to sync them up, though. Why not, right? Just to see. I don't have that back? Thank you. Okay. I was gonna make them all look at the thing, but that works too. I'll take it. Wow. It's the poker room.
しかし レ
But
オン
you
さんにも
know,
困ったもの
Leon's just
で
as
すな。
bothered by it as we are.
自分が勝
He
つまでやめ
refuses
よう
to
としない
stop playing until he wins.
全くです。
Give me a break.
しかし
But
今日は妙
today
だ。
has been especially
いつもな
puzzling.
ら適当なところでわ
Loses
ざと
even
負
if
け
I
て終わ
play
るのに
haphazardly, trying to end the game.
なぜか勝っ
For
てし
some
まう。
reason, I just keep winning.
お待たせしました。
Sorry to keep you waiting.
さあ、
Okay,
そろそろ
This
本気を出すとし
not
よう
holding
か。
back. Can you hold back in poker? Heart chair, club chair, spade chair.
チェンジですな。
They are playing the version of poker that I do not know how to play. So if I have to
Change.
play it in some capacity, oh boy.
フルハウスですな。
2ペア。
まったく、
Darn.
ここは席が
It's
悪
the
い。
seat, you know.
そこに座っていたら、
If I'd been sitting
勝ってい
there,
たのは
I
私
would
だ
have。won.
さあ、
Alright.
もう
Let's
一
play
勝
another
負
round.
行きましょ う。チェンジだ。
チェンジですな。
Okay, I think I get it.
チェンジ。
フルハウスですな。
That's a full house.
2ペア。
So they get the same thing every time.
まったく、ここは席が、そこに、
Is that actually the puzzle? Is that actually the puzzle? I hope so. It's pretty blatant hinting, if that is. It can't be that easy, right? It can't be that easy.
しかし、レオンさんにも困った
Yeah,
もの
it's
で
just as
すな。
bothered as if I...
自分
Yeah.
が勝つまでやめ
We
よう
just
とし
stop,
ない。
stop playing until we win. They are sitting in those chairs.
全くです。
Give me a break.
しかし
But
今日は
today
妙だ。
has been
い
especially
つもなら
puzzling.
適当なとこ
He
ろでわ
loses
ざと
even
負
if
け
I
て終
play
わるのに
haphazardly, trying to end the game.
なぜか
For
勝っ
some
てし
reason,
ま
I
う。
just keep winning.
お待たせしました。
Sorry to keep you waiting.
さあ、
Okay,
そろ
this
そ
time
ろ
I'm not
本気
holding
を出
back.
すとしよう。
Because assumedly, the cards are going to be dealt the same way. So just changing the position they're in is changing what hand they receive,
チェンジですな。
right?
チェンジだ。
チェンジ。
フルハウスだ。
That's a full house. Yeah,
2ペア。
two pair.
役なし。
Nothing to show.
うん。 勝
It's
負。
game over.
そろそろ行こうか。
Should be going.
ご婦
Our
人
wives
方の
must be waiting. Yeah, easy. I like that this buddy here that our camera is fixated on did not change height when he stood up. It was the same height sitting down. I don't know if I should have turned that off or not. Hopefully that didn't fuck with anything. Okay. This is a simply designed reading desk. A chair's been placed here. You don't say. It's a small stone fireplace. There's quite a wide variety of books arranged here. Okay. Big ol' nothing room. This is the kind of armor those knights would wear in medieval times. Astute. Same thing. Very good. Right to it, huh? Oh, that's it. This room was just like an Astral Piece farm. That's 6. Just for that. The housewife's key. Okay. Okay. Where was that? No, of course. Of course. The entrance. You know what the entrance is. Fool. Excellent. Okay. Hello. How do you do? I'm just gonna look around real quick. We have a whole bath going and everything. Wowee. There's a bathtub here. You're not gonna comment on the fact that there's just stuff all up in it? Right, what's all this then? Oh, more seeds. Okay. You're tearing that toilet paper very haphazardly.
アルバートは
Albert was always alone.
でも彼
When
女
she
が
came, when Jessica came,
彼女がアル
changed
バ
her.
ート彼は
He
ジェ
loved
シカ
Jessica.
を愛していた
Perhaps even more than life itself.
彼女の
He
ため
would
に
do
なら
absolutely anything for her.
そのために
He would be willing to sacrifice everything. Should have seen that coming. That one kind of had the tone. Oh, there you are. Lamenting mask. Goodness.
私
I
仮
like
面って好
masks.
きよ。
その気味の
And
悪い
that
やつ
creepy
だか
looking one?
これだけじゃな
Not
くて
just this one. All
仮面
masks.
全部よ。
General.
かぶると違
You
う
put
自
one
分に
on,
なれ
it's
る
like
気
you
がす
become
るの。
another person.
その間
When
は
I put one on,
病気のことだって
forget about
忘れら
the
れる。
fact that I'm sick.
さあ
Let's
行
go.
こう
It's
そろ
almost
そろ
time for
食事の
dinner.
時間だ
Hey. Albert.
アルバート。
ジェシカしっかりするんだ
You've got to hold on. I didn't expect them to just spontaneously be behind us again. I don't
ま
want
だ
to
死
die.
にたくないわ。
There's still so much that I want to
や
do.
りたいことだってたくさんあるもの。
何を言っ
What
て
are
い
you
る
talking about?
絶対に大
It's
丈夫
going
だ
to be fine.
私が
Find a way to
必ず
cure
直
you,
してやる
one way or another.
そうだ
Right. No matter what
ど
the
んな犠
price
牲
is,
を払
I'll
って
pay
で
it.
も必ず
So you found a magical stab
全てを
dagger.
犠牲にして
Albert
も
is willing to sacrifice everything to save
彼女
Jessica.
だけが
She's the only
彼に
one
とって
he really considers to be
ただ
his family.
彼にとっ
To
て
him, I
私
am
は
merely the
父親
woman
の
his
妻
father
でし
married.
私
I
では
couldn't do
ダメ
anything
だっ
for
た
him. Only Jessica can.
ジェシカ
Jessica,
アル
she's
バ
the
ートを
only
止
one
め
who
られ
can
る
stop Albert.
誰かジェシ
Someone
カを
must wake her. Alright, well. Au revoir. So we got the mask. That's lovely. Where are you? Okay, that's fine. In the wall behind me somewhere. Save. Give me 2 seconds. I thought I was doing okay. But now that I'm talking, I've got all that nasal blockage that I'm always having a great time with. So I'm just gonna take the nasal spray. Regardless of how much is left, it'll help with the talkie. The talkie talk. I'll just be a sec. Okay. It shouldn't be long before that does its thing. At which point I might sneeze. That's been happening. But until then. Don't know what the purpose of this is. Big ol' mouth. Interesting. Of course. As expected. Not as expected. Ah. Interesting. Okay. Isn't that creepy? I didn't realize that those two little dots beside that were peephole. So that's the puzzle. Remember how long it took him to get there? Who is that? Who's there? Let's find out. And now it's taking control from me. I could have done it. It's okay. Am I imagining things? Again.
まただ。
Light is
ま
fading
た
again.
光が消えてゆく。なぜだ
Why?
な
Why
ぜ
isn't it
うまくい
working?
かないこの石に命
That
を捧げれ
sacrifice
ば
to
よ
the
いので
stone
は
still
なかっ
wasn't
たの
enough.
かそうすれば
Let's do it.
ジェシカ
Jessica.
は助かると。なぜだ
Why?
何が足りない
What am I missing?
アルバート様
Albert,
皆
everyone is
様は
waiting for you at the
ダン
dance
スホール
hall.
でお待ちです。
わかった
I see.
すぐに
I'll
行
be
く
right there. Is that when you killed everybody? Grim. Ah, okay. I see. That's not when he killed everybody. But this... Get us in here. Well, it still could be when he killed everybody. I thought he was hiding the dagger in there. I'm being real with you. More candlestick holder. There it is. That's not what I expected. I wanted to look around more. Oh, cool. Okay, I can still go in. Excellent. Ah, it's for you. Hello? Is it not for you? Who's the pine cone for? Pine cone's for the kid. Kid gets pine cone, kid gives me something, I give that something to her, right? She's the maid that he was talking about. Right? He said there was a maid that was nice to him, and then broke down on the floor. Albert probably sacrificed her because she was new and no one liked her yet. That's why she's pissed. Pissed and evil. Whoops. Hey, kid.
ああ、
Ah,
それ
that's
パティさ
what I
んにあ
gave
げ
to
た
Patty.
一番
My
大
most
事なも
prized
の。
possession. We both
二
traded our
人で
favorite
交換し
things.
ようって。
Gotcha.
今年もいっぱい
Bet a
落ち
whole
てる
lot
か
of them
な。
fell this year.
あのマ
That
ッチ
pine
の
tree.
木。
Took the candle with you, huh? I could probably have used that candle, you know? You have to be greedy. Greedy and selfish. Patty, I have your earring. You can stop wearing only one. God. Every time. Hey. What's up?
イヤリング
Earring. My mom gave it to me.
残してくれ
Just
た。
one?
母さん、
I wish I could see her one more time.
会いたい。
And just like that, not a damn thing from her. Just gone. Okay, fine. Is there anything in here then? Okay. Still not the dungeon, which I would still like to get back to. But hey. Is there anything down here? Yes. Yes, there is. So did he just like vaporize this whole bed? What happened here? There's a broken glass bottle. I'd better not step on it. Oh! If I step on the glass without the fancy boots on, I'll get hurt. Okay. I can just avoid the glass. As I have been. It's okay. You're not like Albert. Time is drawing near. If you don't hurry, you'll be too late. Hurry.
を救いたいんで
You
しょ
want to save your girlfriend, don't you? Okay. Ma'am? Where did that staircase open then? Should have been paying more attention. Should have been paying more attention. Like, it has to be in an adjacent room, right? Oh, it's just a window, but like... Oh, okay. No. This fucking building is so big. Would it have been the wardrobe? Do I have to go back around to the wardrobe? Can I check other floors? I don't appear to be able to. Interesting. I haven't read a single one of these this game. Okay, I guess red is stories we have not finished. Ken Palmer. He's an acquaintance of mine from college. He's working on the campus library now, but he was willing to help me sneak in. Right, yeah, that guy. I remember him. Brian Node. Lake, Northern Shore, North Wharf, gender male, dead. Sorry, Brian. This is the first person I encountered when I came to my senses. The watchman appears to have carried his corpse outside. It sickened me to see his corpse floating in the lake. Elliot Clancy. He passed away after pouring the fish food into the empty aquarium. I can only assume that he must have still seen a fish swimming inside. Our first ghost. Dear Elliot. The woman in the coffin. Right, okay. We still don't know the whole story with her or her. Rebecca's the little girl. Wait. Are we going to get more info on these people? Rebecca's alive. Okay. I'm not going to do that right now. There's too much unknown. I wonder if I pull that switch again, will it close that staircase. If it does, I'll be able to do that once more and try to pay more attention to what's around it to hopefully get a better idea of what room that fucking was. I have no idea what room I'm supposed to be looking for. Nope. So we're just looking for a staircase. Okay. Great. Wonderful. Oh boy. The only other adjacent room is the wardrobe, right? Oh, wait. Huh? It was you the whole time. It's Brian. Oh, no.
もう
There. Not there anymore?
そう
I
か
see.
も
They're all
う
gone?
あいつらはいないのか
Leave. It makes way too much sense, and it's fucking tragic. Brother. Well, at least we know he got to move on. The only living person we've encountered who has been exclusively kind to us. The groundskeeper tried to kill us. Albert locked us in a cell. And we don't know anything about the red-headed woman. Glad he got to move on, but it would have been really nice if he left us his gun. You know? I would have taken the revolver. But instead, that fucking groundskeeper. Okay, so where the fuck am I going here? Oi, oi. Ah, okay. I'll look around more. Of course, right here. Christ. Hello? It's that windy, huh? Hate that. Oh, okay. Cool loading screen. This fucking wind is stressing me out, man. Like, I just know it's the kind of thing. Bro, just blow me off the fucking roof if I'm not being careful. Of course you would. Now all my keys are in the other wing. Wait. Huh? I have another key. Wow. What a blessing. Through these lovely, giant, ornate doors first. Ooh. That's a fun room. And there's much more room left. Okay. There's some shelves here on this. There are some shelves here on this bookshelf. Is there room for one more book? Okay. I think that's a slight whoopsie in the translation. That's okay. It's been very good up to this point, so I'll slip up here and there. I was expecting it to be much harder. Hello? What you doing, buddy?
おお、
Oh,
アルバート。
Albert.
これを見
Here,
てご
look
ら
at
ん。
this. It's your
お
album.
前のアルバムだ。
Why do some of the ghosts think you're other people?
さすがは
These
私
photos
の息子。
make me proud to call you
な
my
かな
son.
か男前に映って
Such a
おる。
handsome young man.
さて、
Now,
アルバート。
I want
こ
you
の
to
アル
go
バ
and
ム
put
を
this album
カニ座
in
の
the
本
cancer
棚に
bookshelf
しま
for
う。
me.
カニの絵が描
That
いてある
bookshelf has
本
the
棚
cancer
だ。
constellation on the
お
back.
前も
You're
もう
already 5
5
years old.
それぐらい
You
わ
should
か
know what
る
it
だ
looks
ろう。
like.
将来、この
You
クラ
will
ン
be
シ
the
ー
head
家
of the
の主
Clancy
となるも
family.
のら
As
しく、
such, you must
きちん
return
と
after you've
役目を果
accomplished your duties.
それと、
By the way,
書庫の奥の
can't
部
go
屋
into
に
the
は
room beyond
入
the
ってる。
library just yet.
あそこは代々
That's
監
a special
視と
room
なっ
which
たも
must
の
only
が
be
使って
used
き
by the
た
head
部
of the
屋だ。
household. You're far too young now, Albert. Okay. So take the book. How do I know which one has the constellation? It's a cactus. Great. Cancer on the back of it, but I can't see behind them. Is it? Okay. Hey, Topper. Star Lady. Star. Looking at the lights, Are you able to identify any constellations? Because I need to figure out which bookshelf has Cancer on the back of it. But I don't know enough about constellations to piece together what might be what. Cancer is a Y. Yeah, but I don't think I can see it, so I need to relate it to the orientation of the other ones. I think. Unless, like... Yeah, I don't know. Could it be this one? Would that be a Y? Alright, it's this one. We're going with this one. Was that correct? Hey, Dad. It wasn't that one. Ah! Okay. Was it? What's this now? The hell are you? Oh. Huh? What is this now? Hello? It might not have been that one. Oh, there's more to this. Okay. They're all so ominous. I need that book back before I keep solving. Oh, wait. Yeah, okay, that's him. So how do I... Hang on. How do I access you? I know which shelf it is now. Let me out. Check my phone. One sec. Hope that helps. I think that did it. All right. Okay, Dad. What does that do for me? Oh, you're gonna make me put a whole bunch of them back. Why'd you do that now?
アルバート、
Albert,
確かお
today
前
is your
は
12th
今日の
birthday,
誕生
isn't
日
it?
で
I was
12
just
歳になる
5,
の
man.
だ
Come
った
on,
な。
slow down.
そろそ
You
ろ
are the
ク
heir
ラン
of the
シー
Clancy
家の
family.
後
As
継ぎと
such,
し
there is a
て
lot that you must learn.
これに目を
You
通して
must
おき
read
なさい。
this. This book has
クランシ
information
ー
that
家
you'll
の
need to
主となる
know as
者
the
に
head of the
は
Clancy household.
読み終え
Once you
たら
finish reading it,
お牛座
return
の
it to
棚
the
に戻
Taurus
してか
shelf.
らここに来るん
Once you
だ。
come back, there's something I need to tell you.
話がある。
Kids grow up quick? I fucking
そ
guess
れ
so.
と
One more
書庫
thing.
の奥
Don't
の
go
部屋
into
に
the
は
archive room.
あそこは
It's a
看守
special
となっ
room
た
reserved
者
for the
だ
head
け
of the
が
household.
入
You're
れる
still
部
too
屋だ。
young to go in there. This does make me curious. If I take the other book back, can I read it? I didn't think to do that because I was so troubled about finding the right shelf. But can I? Can I have? No, I can't. I missed the opportunity to read that one. But I can read this one. That one was just a photo album anyway. Who cares what fucking Albert looked like as a kid, you know? Fuck him. Fuck that guy. He's killing people. The origins of the Clancy family. The Clancy family descended from British nobility. They arrived in America along with a large number of other immigrants. Soon after arriving, they discovered the prehistoric ruins around the lake. Their research into these ancient artifacts continues to this day, long after the death of the man who studied them throughout his entire life. Throughout history, the Clancys have used the iconic C on their family crest as a reminder of their fiercely proud British heritage. As the years have passed, the men of the family have been temperamental and even violent at times, often leaving their research only halfway completed. Still, the Clancy family name retains its prestige even here in America, and their renown is understood and respected by any and all who have dealt with them. He just straight up has a book about his family lineage that says that the men are awful. Read this, boy. Learn how all of our fathers are terrible people. You too will be terrible one day. And now he's murdering people. Like, come on, man. This is going on Taurus. Do we have access to Taurus? Did I fuck that already? Where was Taurus? Taurus is behind this. Hang on. I remember it. We saw it. That's exactly how we get our history over here. That's not Taurus. Fuck, where's Taurus? Just all of your books are like, yo, dude's bad. But like, it's what you got. What is that? Virgo. What is happening there? I can't decipher that one. This one doesn't work. Does nothing. Not a dang. Not a dang single. That is a very ominous Gemini. Door. What Gemini isn't? Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. You love some Gemini. I want this all the way. All the way that way. No, I don't, because then I can't get behind it. Oh, how do I do this? Hang on. Hang on. I'm being foolish. I know how to do this. There you are. Okay. So I just had to identify it. I was thinking too hard. I probably could have just used process of elimination rather than actually looking at all of them. That's fine. We know which one it is now. Actually, hang on. Let me make note of what we know so that we can easily find these. It would be easier with an actual notepad. Thinking about this now. It's fine. It's fine. We're fine. Where am I? Here, there. What are you? Aries, of course. Duh. They're so ominous. So it's Aries, and then it's Taurus. The other one is a mystery. But then there is Cancer, Leo, Virgo. Are these in order? Nar. Great. So this one's a mystery. And we've got 3 mysteries. Because I have to assume. How many shelves are there? There's 4 here. 4 there. 4 here. And then I have to assume that's also 4. The 3 on the backs here are all mysteries. And we only have one here that we know, which is Pisces. They are in order then. That is the order. No, I appreciate that you have that off the top of your fucking head because that's going to save me so much time. I now know every single bookshelf thanks to you. Check this. I'm not going to have to look at the backs of any of them. Just you watch. I swear to God, if I get this one without referring to the backs of the bookcases, all thanks to you. Hey, Pops, what do you got to say to me now?
アルバート。
Albert, tomorrow is your
お前は
birthday. You will finally
明日の
become the
誕生
head
日
of the
より
Clancy family.
責任
And it's the
ある
last one anyway,
悲しい
so
手の
let's see.
主
Let's
と
see how
な
it
る
goes.
主となる
You have
者に
one
は
mission to fulfill as the head of the
果たす
family.
これは
This book
一族
is a
が遺跡
compilation
につい
of
て
all
続
our
けてきた
family's
研
research
究を
into the ruins.
我がクランシ
The
ー家
Clancy
は
family has been
代々
researching
遺
those
跡
ruins
の
for
研究を
generations.
行
You
い
are no exception.
熟読し
Read
て
it
から
carefully
棚に
and
戻
return it to
す
the
よ
shelves, okay?
そうしたら
Once you've done that,
奥の
I'll
部
allow
屋
you
へ
to enter
案内
that
する
room.
と
The link between the runes and the Red Moon. Not unlike many other runes, a wide assortment of artifacts have been unearthed, which we presume to have some connection to astrology. The most prevalent among them seems to indicate moon worship. There are a number of cultures that have worshipped the moon, but they each had a different understanding of what the moon really was. This particular culture had a special term that they often used in their documents, the crimson-stained moon. They believed it was a special time, unlike any other. The true meaning behind the term crimson-stained moon hasn't been revealed in our studies, but we did uncover the following passage engraved on one artifact. A crimson star gleams far away. The moon, it blushes red. Nature's law will go astray, and all order is dead. We cross-referenced the crimson star mentioned here with the zodiac charts, and believe it indicates Scorpios and Taures. Scorpio led us to believe the red moon will appear in the summer or fall. We made this discovery only recently. We cannot jump to any conclusions prematurely. The 12 signs of the zodiac appear in a particular sequence. They gave it to me, right here. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. You gave it to me first, so I'm using yours as reference. I won't be reopening this book because I'm not going to remember that sequence. Let's face it. That's not happening. I don't got that. That's just not how my brain works. It's gone. The second I close this book, nil. So you are my reference. Something about that scrolling sound makes me think of the Pepsi. The what? Oh, the Pepsi Man. I was like, what are you talking about? Even did it starting from the same place. Yeah. Yeah. Because you know your shit. It's fine. Whatever. Wait, where did you tell me to put that? Where was I putting this book? Shitballs. Hang on. Fuck. Hang on. God damn it. What? What'd you say?
その本を
Oh, but where am I putting it? Fuck, dude. God. Ah. Shh. Hang on. Okay. Idiot. So, hope everyone's doing well. I'm gonna be real with you. I got called off work yesterday because we had a little bit of a snowstorm. It wasn't like a full-blown snowstorm, but we also didn't really have enough green coffee stock to do a full day's roasting. So Scorpio, of course, they talked about Scorpio in the book. I should have been able to deduce that. Okay, so the first three are Aries, Taurus, Gemini, so it's not them. It's not in the second set. It is Libra, Scorpio would be this one right here. That's the puzzle. I was just gonna say in my little tangential story, I spent half of today thinking it was Monday because my Monday got called off and I did not go to work. So I'm all kinds of fucked today. My brain's not braining. Anyway, he's gonna be like, very good, thank you. That's excellent. Hello. See? Look, he's dying.
どうやら
I feel as
長
though
い
I've been
夢を
having a
見てい
dream
た
for the
らし
longest
い
time.
アル
Albert.
バーあいつ
I
の
cannot
行い
forgive
は
him for what he has
わ
done.
クランシー家
The
の
head
主
of the
とし
Clancy
て
household.
自分の
He must
過ち
take
の責任を
responsibility for
取ら
his actions.
アルバート
Albert
は
should be in the
書庫の
room
奥
beyond
に
the
いるはず
archives.
だ
Take this and go.
私は
I have
先
one
代とし
final
て
ancestral duty to
こ
fulfill.
の館の
I
者た
must stay
ちが
here until those
みんな
who
行っ
have
て
remained
し
in
まう
this
まで
estate have left. I can't help you. Ah. Ah. Oh, this door was to make that easier. Okay. Oh, I see. And then I put this. Oh, he's stuck here for eternity because my lantern got stolen and also I didn't do a single flashback. It ruined the whole sequence. Ah. Sorry, man. I'm sorry. I fucked it. Shut up, shelf in the way. Sprite should just make a passion fruit version. Does Sprite do any other versions? I feel like Sprite's just Sprite. Hey, buddy. I found you. What if I just... Hey. Just gonna. I didn't expect. I didn't expect this door to work. Where am I now? What if I just don't look at him for a sec? Can I get back to the dungeon from here? Hang on now. Hold up, hang on. Am I wearing my boots? I am. Okay, that's why the glass never did anything. Violent. Dried plant. Nothing. There's nothing over here. Okay. Joined room. Oh. Remember this? I do. But then where's the dungeon? Have I been to the West Courtyard? No. Have I? Yeah. Yeah, I have. Yeah, because that's the cellar. That's where the dog was. Right, okay. How do I dungeon? I'd really like to. What are some of the Sprite flavors? Because genuinely, I don't know if I've ever seen anything other than Sprite. Just standard green can. Basic bitch Sprite. Cherry, lime. Okay. Is that actual lemonade, or is that how they spelled it? Lemonade. Tropical. What is tropical? That's a whole ass sword, buddy. That's not the dagger. Hang on. Hold up. Whoa. I can't duel you with that. That's cheating. You've done well to make it all the way here. I told you before. I need her. I need Jessica's twin. It might even be too late. I've come this far, though. I can't go back. Time is at hand. I hoped that you'd stay out of this until it was over, but there's nothing you can do about it. Your search ends here. Bye. I just vanished. Tropical is citrus plus pineapple and strawberry. That'd be good. Shit. Bitch. How long does she intend to keep me waiting? Jessica, there's not much time left. You're in a foul mood. What a waste. When the moon is looking this beautiful. So you finally decided to show yourself. How long must I wait? Jessica doesn't have much time left. There are two things that you need. You've only obtained one. Look to the moon. When the moon is stained crimson, the time of the ritual is at hand. The lifeblood of her twin, Christina, must seep into that stone when the time comes. You have but one chance. Still, it won't be long now. Tell me when! Can't bear to wait any longer. Don't worry.
ジェシカさんは
Jessica
あの室
can
の
rest
中
in
で
that coffin in
し
the
ばらくは
meantime.
持つわ
Meanwhile,
開けるときはこれを使いな
use
さ
this
い
to open the coffin.
これからは毎
And
晩
look into the
夜空を
night
見上げる
sky
こと
from now till the time comes.
チャンスは一度だ
You
け
have only one
逃
chance
したら
at
終
this.
わりよ
If you let it pass, it's all over. Okay. Okay. So, huh? Why would he leave that? Where'd he go? What? This can't be the quickest way back there. Am I just going to Jessica now? Not Jessica, to, Christina? It can't be that simple, right? This is suspicious. Need to give him the flower. Wait now. Get the fuck out of my way. Goddamn chair. What do you think you're doing? It really wouldn't be this simple, would it? I also just realized that all the lights are on. All of them. I don't know if that was just coincidence with the zones I was walking through, or if that big power box actually turned everything on. Is this Christina? It has to be Christina. The mummified one in the basement of the tower was Jessica, right? Is this it? Are we taking Christina and piecing? This can't be how it ends. There's no way. Hello? I cannot interact with her. There we go. This is... Wait,
私は
how did I get here?
そ
That's
うだ
right. That red-headed lady. She did this to me.
いけない
I can't let this happen.
あの
She's
人は人を
killing
殺
people.
して
to keep me alive. Ah, fuck.
私のためにもう一つの魂
My other soul, she's trapped at the
湖に
lake, in the clock tower. You've got to stop
もう
this.
やめて
I didn't want any of this to happen.
早く
Got to hurry.
早くあの人
Got to stop him. Wait, I have a flower you have to give him. Right, yeah, no, I forgot. There's a whole fucking area in the middle of the map on the pause screen that we haven't been to yet. So clearly, that's where we're headed. I knew it'd be too simple. That couldn't be how it ended. Like, there's no way. There's no way we're waking up Christina and leaving. That'd be insane. Quickest way to my boat. I think this way. Yeah, right. Follow the blood. The blood will take us there. It did the first time. Alright. The clock tower. New. Never been. What secrets do you hold? It's looking ominous, isn't it? Oh boy. May I have? Please? Alright, fine. Yeah. Actually, hang on. Before. I know it doesn't matter too much because there's a whole bunch we can't send off. But let me go turn in those astral pieces. I've got like 17, I think. So, let's deal with that. Get rid of them. We're locked out of the best ending by default. But I don't know how many endings this game has, and maybe they're affected by how many you turn in. I don't know. If that's the case, then I would like to at least turn in most of them. I don't know how the endings in these games work at all. Oh yeah, and I can heal. Heal in the piss water. Hello. Thank you. I can take the record. What about those funky slippers, though? What do those do? What's the point? Nice. Okay, and I can take more. Holy water number 2. More? No. Okay, fine. So I don't know what those are, but evidently they are tied to whatever is best. Best good end. I do appear to have been correct about the pieces filling in the stained glass, though. So we know we missed... What did we miss? We got 3 that we can't do anything with in the ruin, which is unfortunate. And there's the little girl who sent us on a hide-and-seek mission. She said that there were 3 more kids we had to find, and we can't do that because my wolf medallion got taken. So that's 8. And then the dad, who won't leave until everyone's gone. And that's everyone. So we missed 9 people, and that would have been everyone. Fuck. Okay. So we are close to the end, though. If that's the rest of them, we've met everybody. We've met everybody. So that's good to know. And knowing that so clearly means that we could revisit this someday. Get a better ending. Yeah, no, not bad at all. Just frustrating, because, like, I'm almost positive I know what the 2 mistakes were. The first one in the ruins, I didn't talk to that girl with Matthew's lab coat before giving her the pen. I gave her the pen first, and that locked me out of a sequence. And because I got locked out of that sequence, I missed all of those ghosts. And then the second one, I'm pretty sure some of my stuff was on the little ledge before I got whisked away on the door. So I can't complete that part either. So it's like, man, it's 2 dumb little mistakes. They are really harsh, but hey, that's PlayStation. PlayStation era. That's replayability. As well, knowing the puzzles means that a subsequent playthrough should be quicker. In my experience with most puzzle-oriented games, even though I wouldn't be able to tell you what the puzzles are from, like, just explicit recollection, once I'm faced with the puzzle, the solution comes back really quick. Like, I've solved it once, so it kind of gets locked somewhere in my subconscious. And then I just pull it out once I'm faced with it again. It comes really quickly. So that's nice. They are such funky little games. I wouldn't say no to revisiting them. I feel like if I revisited the first one, part of me would want to do the gambling section off stream. Always assume you'll be able to remember. I mean, it's not perfect. Yeah, I don't know how, like, I couldn't explain it to you. They get locked in there somewhere. The exploration is a little bit like a first time again. Like, I never remember the details of where I'm going, but once I'm faced with the puzzle, that comes back really quick. No, I was gonna say, I don't know if I were to go back to the first game, I might do the gambling off stream, maybe record it, just so I can show it. Are you still coming after me? But yeah, if I'm going to replay that one on stream, I'll probably do that section in my own time and come back after. Because I don't want to turn that into a gambling thing. And it sounds, I read into it a little bit. Basically, the slot machine, you can ignore it. Fuck the slot machine. It doesn't do anything other than potentially give you a large output of chips. And the only reason you would need the chips is so that you can play the roulette game consistently. Because you're supposed to get, I forget the value, but you're supposed to hit a certain number of winnings with the roulette table. And then he decides, I guess, that you won. Like, you can win roulette. Or like, he decides that you beat him, which is, you can't, there's no dealer to beat at roulette. I don't know how they determine that. Anyway, you get to a certain score with roulette, that dude's like, sweet, you win, and goes away. And then blackjack lady's like, you beat him, you can beat me now. You're good enough to play against me. And then you beat her by getting, I think, the same amount of winnings by just playing blackjack. That's it. So you're literally just playing roulette and just playing blackjack until you've gotten a certain number of winnings. I don't feel like doing that for a stream, if you know what I mean. And then I'm assuming once she disappears, the fucker at the door also disappears. So those were the 3 that we missed in the first game, and I'm pretty sure that's it. So other than that, we pretty much saw what we needed to see, but that would get us a different ending. And I did not look into how the endings are like distributed or what they are, so that would be new. So I don't know. Maybe someday. Maybe someday. I admire your tenacity, but I'm afraid it will go unrewarded. You've seen it, haven't you? The moon is stained crimson. The time has come at last. That's not your dagger, though, bro. Are you gonna kill Christina with a sword? Doesn't it have to be the dagger? Wow, that is actually quite ominous. Great. What if I just leave and go play the record? How did I know there would be a back door? How convenient, it's unlocked. Do not interfere. Is that a rifle? Didn't you have a sword? Wait, what's going on here? Brother, he's gonna snipe me. Why is everyone trying to shoot me in this game? Back, I have to give you a flower. Please come back. How about you just forget about Jessica? I'll forget about Christina. We can walk off into the moonlight. This is the sequence, huh? Okay. What's all this then? Where'd you go? Ah, okay, sure, yeah. Uh-huh. Very good. Normal. I'm sure that's exactly how clockwork towers work. Don't you be doing that now. Ow! Actually, that doesn't hurt very much. It's fine. Wait, where am I going? Oh, there's a ladder over here. Stop it! But wait. Hang on. What is the puzzle here? Hang on. Okay, you need to chill out, buddy. Could I get to that one before? Not part of the puzzle. Okay. Very good. Interesting. So there's another lever up there somewhere. I just didn't look for it because I was being shot. Duly noted. Or can I, like, reach up with the flower? Here, buddy. I'm making peace. Can you hit me? Okay, good. Let's do block. Let me look around for a sec. Ah, okay, there. I was right there. I just didn't see the ladder. Idiot. Idiot. How pretty. How pretty. Albert, I have something for you. Okay, yep. Safe construction. Certainly. Ow. It's too late. It's all over. Oh, I have a flower.
何も
All of it. Oh, man. What's this? Who shot him? What?
ジェシカ
Jessica. Why? Did she? When I awoke, I found myself on a hospital bed. The doctors told me that an anonymous woman brought me here. But that woman didn't remember anything about what happened. She had lost her memory. Sometime after that, I married her. We've shared so many pleasant memories. Something, something. Who shot Albert? The truth remains obscured by a dark fog in my mind. And my wife couldn't remember anything about what happened either. Still, I think it's better that way. I just don't want to lose her. She's my Christina. Alright. I am very curious about the other endings with this one, because that, even though it wasn't the ending, the first game felt a little more impactful, despite its anticlimax as well. So we just straight up don't know anything about the red-headed woman. We don't know who shot Albert. We assume Jessica just died, I guess? There's a lot left with that one. I had a flower to give Albert? From his grandma? Still, though, that one did feel, it was paced a lot better, and all of the micro stories felt more established than the first game. It was a dramatic improvement for being, like, probably less than a year later that it released. So many questions. All the Echo Knight fans, thank you! Where are my Echo Knight fans? Come on. I don't hear anything about these games at all. And they've been fucking wild. They're great games. They have to be out there. But like, oh, where are they? Why is no one talking about Echo Knight? Not part of this world as much. That's probably fair. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. I did miss a lot. Almost 9 hours. Yeah, that's solid. That's a solid game. Is that all you're leaving me with? Yeah, that is. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. That's, yeah, no, dramatic improvement. I will reiterate, this one did not get a Western release. The only way to play it without knowing Japanese is to download the fan translation and emulate it. I know not everyone is okay with emulating. I get it. But for a game this old, this obscure, and in this particular title's case, this unattainable for an English-speaking audience, I don't know, like, I'd recommend at least giving it a try. I just want to do a quick look at the cost of one of these games. I cannot imagine they're cheap. Yeah, naturally, I could get a Japanese PS1 complete in box for the first Echo Knight for $28.99 Canadian. Or, if I wanted the English version, released in North America, $200.34 plus $26.72 in shipping. That's pretty par for the course, unfortunately, to get a Western version of the game. I can't speak to European. If I want an authentic, complete in-box, is this North American? Authentic, tested, yeah, it's rated T, so that would be the American release. Complete in-box, $340. So like this is why I totally don't condone emulating old games that have not been re-released in any capacity. Cause like I could buy a copy for myself for $300 and not support the developer at all in doing so. They're not gonna see a single cent of that, so what the fuck do they care, right? Hey, FromSoft from 1998. Sorry I pirated your game. You're totally not doing okay with the recent success of Elden Ring and all that, right? I'm absolutely gonna hurt you by emulating your 1998 sleeper hit, Echo Knight. No, you know. Again, it's to each their own. Like, there are a lot of people who are not comfortable with the concept of emulation because, to a certain degree, it can damage the industry. And there are people who aren't comfortable doing it because they aren't tech savvy enough to trust it. It does run a little bit of a risk if you're not sure what you're doing. Because the reality is there are some unsavory parties out there who would be willing to take advantage of someone just trying to play a game, right? But like, if you know what you're doing, there are so many great titles that are locked behind the PS1 and $300. So, if you have the know-how, they're out there. Anyway, enough of that little ramble. So with that being complete for now, the current plan, I'm just gonna put music on in the background while I talk and gab and yap and whatever. The current plan is I want to start Echo Knight Beyond on Friday, expecting that it'll be a little bit of a shorter one. Not the game, the stream. So I'll get like I'll dip my toes in basically, and then the long Saturday I will aim to just finish it. I still don't know anything about the first voyage. And being that it's listed on the Echo Knight Wikipedia, but not as the most recent release, despite being released after Echo Knight Beyond, part of me is expecting that it's going to be a PSP re-release of the first one, which is fine. If that ends up being the case, I might still play it anyway, just to kind of see if there's like differences. It might have updated graphics, which could be fun too. But if it is a rehash of the first game, I expect we'll be able to kind of just blitz through it. And then after that, next Saturday, so not this current upcoming Saturday, but the one following that, we will play Kuon, which is an actual genuine survival horror. Also, again, released by FromSoft. That'll kind of round out the whole FromSoft dive for now. So I haven't fully decided where to go from there. I'm rolling a couple things around. But you'll know for sure when I know. Just like this. I didn't know what I was doing until week of. And here we are. A couple weeks in now, so... yeah, time will tell. There's a lot. There's a lot of stuff I have. There's a very long list of things that I'd like to play. And I've got a lot of time to kill until April, so... yeah. Yep. I did say... I do have the list now for April, by the way. I'll run through that really quick, just for fun. So I teased that it was gonna be Alice themed. Did I go through what I was playing already? Whatever. We're here. So I'm gonna start. There's a little... it looks like... it's not RPG Maker, but it's kind of that style. I don't remember what the actual engine it was developed in is. Yeah, it's fine. We're here. If you're watching and you're still watching, you're gonna have to deal with it because I'm saying it anyway. You have all the power to leave if that's not something you're interested in, but we're here. So, yeah. The first one is kind of like a little RPG Maker style game called Alice Mare, as in Alice Nightmare, I assume. It's not explicitly a horror game. But it says that it has horror elements. So I don't really know what to expect. I didn't look super deep into it. I just really liked the character art. I was like, oh, this looks fucking adorable. So I added it. It was like $3, so I was like, fuck it, whatever. That'll open April. That's how we're starting. Plus, I've never really done too much with that like RPG Maker style. I think I tried to play one game like an eon ago. Well before I think I even tried streaming the first time, like a decade ago. So, it's a style I've watched some playthroughs of, but I'm very unfamiliar with. So that'll be fun to explore. Something new, something cute. Something a little bit light to begin. And then from there, once that game is done, I also have Alyssa, which is... I don't think it actually delves into, like, Wonderland specifically, but it's, like, it's very Alice-themed. And that one is, like, a PlayStation 1 styled survival horror. It's a little indie game. I think it's a little more recent. I want to say it came out, like, maybe a year ago. I'm gonna dig that up really quick. No, more than a year. Came out October of 2021, so it's still pretty recent. But that one, it's emulating that like PS1 style of survival horror. So we're gonna get like that Resident Evil-esque survival puzzler kind of thing. But that one's very, like, all the themes are very Alice. Couldn't even figure out how to leave the room at the beginning. Excellent. No, I'm looking forward. That'll be fun. Oh, hang on. Are we thinking of the same game? We might not be. The one I'm looking at, or the one that I got, is ALISA. Is this one also Alice themed though? I just pulled it up and it's different. Oh, this one's not even out yet. Interesting. Interesting. Anyway, I'll keep an eye out on that one. That's fine. Either way, I don't mind tank controls. I'm very accustomed to them. I find them pretty easy to wrap my head around. Kind of like, in a way, I know it's different first versus third person, but like those games are kind of tank control as well, just because of the limited control options with the old PlayStation not having the analog sticks built into most controllers. A lot of games at that point in time released with like kind of a tank control scheme, at least in the first person. Anyway, that's game number 2. We're playing Alyssa. I've been following it very, very loosely. I don't know anything about it explicitly because I didn't want to like learn anything before playing. But just like I mentioned before that I've always, ever since I was like a little kid, I've always been really drawn to Alice in Wonderland. So seeing that theme in a survival horror, I was immediately like, I gotta watch this one. So I picked that up. I know. Yeah, I'm gonna show those off really quick. I don't want to promise anything, because it's like, I can't think of how to implement it. But I am trying to come up with a little bit of like a game for chat to play involving these playing cards. So Tupper got me this fucking crazy set of giant Alice themed. I know my camera's all fucky with it. Hang on. Right? So like, it's the size of a book. But this box contains only playing cards. So let me pop it open, show you what I'm talking about. So I'm loosely trying to find a way to like come up with a game that would implement these cards that we could kind of play on stream, but I'm struggling to figure it out. But I'm also not too stressed yet, because I have until April to figure out what we're doing. So I'm gonna keep rolling ideas around. But yeah, look at these. Get that nice and close. All playing cards. Like, they're huge. It's the size of my head. Like, crazy. It's a full deck. So I got the 2 Jokers and every single card with they've all got their own little art piece relevant to Alice. Very cute. Very cool. Very lovely set piece. And I'm going to try to find a way to implement them into the April streams. But again, I don't want to promise that, because then I'm pressured to figure it out. And if I can't figure it out, it's a disappointment. So, tentatively they'll be involved somehow. But we'll see. Yeah, anyway. After Alyssa, we're going into the big ones that most people would know about. What are you? Instruction booklet? For what? Interesting. There's a whole bunch of giant playing card games in here. Maybe I'll look at some of those, see if they spark any ideas. But those are going to be like traditional card games, and usually you need people to be like actively playing a card game, and I want it to mostly be for you guys. So we'll see. Yeah, after Alyssa. After Alyssa, we're going to be getting into the Spooky Alice games that pretty much everybody is familiar with when you think of Spooky Alice. They're not horror games. They are action platformers, but they've got that horror theming. I am speaking, of course, of the American McGee's Alice series. They're kind of what sparked this idea in my mind, because so the second one is on Steam, Madness Returns. And that one goes on sale so regularly. So I was able to get it for like $3 or something, and was like, sweet, I should play this. And then realized that it's a sequel. So naturally, I had to play the first one first, right? So I started doing some digging. Got so distracted, freaked out, because little guy next to BB, his eyes kind of are glowing. He's that's Zur from Destiny. The little eldritch freak. Obviously it doesn't translate quite the same in a figure, but in the actual game, his head that you can clearly see defined is just shadow. So he is just like two glowing eyes with these little tendrils coming out of a shadowed hood. He's fun. He's a fun little guy. He gives you legendary shit. Exotics for anyone who's actually played Destiny. Yeah. So I was like, I need to play the first game before I play Madness Returns, naturally. So I started looking into it a little bit and learned that the first game was originally released on PC. It was a Windows game from like 2000. So old PC. Not re-released either. It did kind of pseudo get a re-release as like part of like the collector's edition or something for Madness Returns on console. So you got a remastered version if you like pre-purchased or bought the collector's edition or some format. In some format it was bundled as a bonus with certain editions of the console version of Madness Returns. But otherwise it was lost to time. But I got it running, and with some fan mods, it is also the remastered version. I did test it. It appeared to be working. I was able to run through the first area a little bit, but I didn't want to go too far and learn anything, so I didn't do anything. I just know that I was in the game and it was working. Everything seemed okay. So in theory, that's good to go. And then obviously, after we finish that one, we've got Madness Returns, which would be what I think most people would actually be familiar with. But at the very least, whether you're immediately aware of it or not, you've seen American McGee's Alice before. It's Goth Alice. That's all it is. It's Alice in Wonderland for freak goth kids. It's edgy Alice. So, how could we go wrong, right? That's perfect. Yeah. And that'll be April. And then I've decided the Resident Evil stuff that I've been promising, I will run in May once we finish out Alice as a franchise. So, I wanted to give myself a little bit of extra time, partly because Death Stranding was such a large time sink where I was just playing Death Stranding. Seen a lot of it. Addicted to the plushy Dreadfuls merch. Ah, cool. Okay. See, I'm aware of very, very many things. But I have explored very little. I think I said before, that when we were younger, we were not, like, we've never come from, like, a super, super well-off family. So we didn't have access to a lot of games growing up. That expanded a little bit when my stepfather came into the picture, because he was also into games and brought some of his own stuff into the household. So that expanded our repertoire a little bit. And then having his income and his willingness to help foster our young selves, our as in me and my 3 brothers. There are 4 of us. So once he was also in the picture, we had a little more access, both through what he already owned and his willingness to get us stuff. But we still didn't explore a lot. So, like, that was right before the 360 came into the picture. So we became, like, he was an Xbox guy, so we got access to his Xbox. But we were all, like, we were Halo kids, so we basically just played Halo. So naturally, when the 360 came out, he eventually helped get us one. And then we played Halo 3. So we, like, grew up playing Halo on PC. If it wasn't Halo, we mostly just played MapleStory, because that was free. And then from Halo, it was like Halo 2. And then from Halo 2, it was Halo 3. So it was just like, we played a bunch of diverse games, not a bunch, but we played diverse games with the PlayStation, a little bit with the PlayStation 2. And we had a GameCube where we played, like, Zelda and Smash Bros. And not a significant amount more. We had, like, Sonic Adventure 2. That was fun. But there's just, like, there's a whole world of games that we completely missed. Because by the time I had my own income, we'd kind of established that we were shooter kids. So I just kept playing shooters. And then I got into Destiny. And Destiny developed into, like, one of the first major live service games. So I basically just sunk, like, 10 straight years into mostly Destiny. So, like, there were a couple games I'd play here and there, but the variety was very narrow. So Stream has actually been, like, a huge opportunity to explore a lot of the games that, as a horror fan, I should have been playing and didn't, right? There are so many games, even in the catalog we've currently been covering, that I should have already played. Just, it didn't happen. So we're here now. Alice is one that's been on my radar for a long time because duh, I was the high school emo kid, and now I'm the weird alt adult. So, like, I should have played it. I didn't. It's been on my radar. I'm aware of it. I've been aware of it. It just hasn't happened. Emo dad. Emo thing. His head's squishy. I didn't know that. He's hollow. I should stop doing that. I'll cave it in. Yeah, and that whole sentiment goes for the Resident Evil stuff too. I'm doing a Resident Evil franchise playthrough because as a horror fan who has kind of carved into the survival horror niche a little bit, it's a sin how little Resident Evil I've experienced. So like at one point I watched a playthrough of the first one. I don't remember anything. So I will be going in basically fresh. I know what 2 is. I know Mr. X pursues you. I'm assuming that was the case in the original, but I don't know. I know you're Leon. That introduced Leon and Ada, and was that one Claire? That was Claire Redfield, right? Yeah, because the first game was Chris and Jill. Second was Leon and Claire. And then third... Excuse you, fucking fruit fly. Flew so close to the camera, I saw it on camera before I saw it. Fucker. I don't remember who the characters of 3 are. Jill and Carlos, right? Anyway, that one introduces Nemesis. Had the first Alice game. Wow. It will be fun to see. Promise. That one establishes the world, so that's exciting. You know what's tragic though? In doing a little bit of reading to get this sequence of games going, I read that very recently, like in the last, I want to say 2 years, maybe even more recent than that, he pitched a 3rd game to EA, and they basically just straight up shot him down, but also informed him that they owned the rights to the franchise, and because they own the rights to American McGee's Alice, he literally can't touch Alice in Wonderland as a theme, period. He's barred from ever doing anything with it. And very shortly after that news, he announced his retirement. So, thanks again, EA. Hats off to you. You're always doing the most. Yep. So, Matt, no. We're not going to get into that. Lots of words for EA. Anyway. Yeah. So, I think I've said before, the sin is that the only Resident Evil games I've played as a survival horror niche now streamer are 5, 6, and 7. One of those games, Resident Evil fans will tell you is good. I will, full disclaimer, I fucking loved all of them. 5 and 6 were a great time. So, no one's allowed to naysay those ones. I will fight you. They're great games, and fuck you if you think otherwise. um, but yeah, part of my childhood was watching a friend play 4, so I have probably seen the entirety of Resident Evil 4, but in chopped up bits and scrambled. Because it wasn't just one playthrough that I would watch him do. I would go over, he would play part of it, and he played it for like probably 2 or 3 months straight. So it was always a different playthrough anytime I went and watched. So it was always a different playthrough at a different segment. So I know all the segments, but in different, like, the sequence doesn't exist in my brain. So learning where everything happens is that's gonna be what Resident Evil 4 is for me. I'll be like, I know what this is. I didn't know what happened here. But the rest of them, other than knowing the characters, don't know anything about 2, don't know anything about 3, don't remember anything about the first one. So those are all basically going to be brand new experiences. And I've never watched anything for the remakes either. So those are also going to be their own separate new experiences. And I haven't played 8. So that's also a brand new experience. But it doesn't end there. The goal is to be a franchise playthrough. So I am going to play 0. I am going to play Code Veronica. I am going to play Revelations and Revelations 2. What else was there? There are so many. Resident Evil Gaiden, which is Game Boy. A Game Boy remake of one of them. I forget which one. Whatever. It's a Game Boy like retelling of one of the Resident Evil games. Just looking for my list now. I'll just read through the whole thing. How's that? Even though they're fundamentally very, very similar, I am gonna play the Resident Evil HD and the original Resident Evil. So be ready for that. Might feel a little redundant. I'm doing it. Doesn't matter. So I've got Resident Evil HD, Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 2 Remake. This is not the play order, by the way. I think I know how I want the play order to be, and it will be modified. So keep that in mind. Resident Evil 3, Resident Evil 3 Remake, Resident Evil Gaiden, Resident Evil 0, Resident Evil Outbreak, Resident Evil Outbreak File Number 2, Resident Evil Code Veronica, Revelations 2, 4, 4 Remake, 5, 6, 7, and Village. And big if, this is the other reason I wanted to give myself a larger window between Death Stranding and this series. They've got 3 light gun games. So what I'm trying to figure out is getting the funds to buy a light gun setup so that I can also play Resident Evil Survivor on the PlayStation, Resident Evil Survivor 2 Code Veronica for the PS2, and Resident Evil Dead Aim also for the PS2. Hang on, I did miss one. I did miss one. I also have Operation Raccoon City in there. Which is that one. That one's gonna be a shit show, and I'm stoked. So I'm hoping with Operation Raccoon City, it's up to 4 4-player. So I'm gonna try to rope my brothers into playing that one with me. So long as we can get that to work. There is a huge stipulation with that. I have it working. But I don't know if the multiplayer works anymore. So that is hinging on making sure that functions. Roping them into it. But either way, he might not remember agreeing, but my brother, who also streams, is primarily a Dead by Daylight streamer, he agreed to play through 5 and 6 with me. So I'm going to try to hold him to that. And if he doesn't, one of my other brothers almost certainly will. He's just already done it with me, so I don't want to like force him to do it again. So, but he'd probably be down if brother option 1 falls through. So, anyway, that's gonna be a fucking huge thing. That's a lot of games. So, what was that again? Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and if the light guns work, we're up to 23. 23 Resident Evil games. So, I've played Sinfully Few. We're gonna fucking turn that around real quick. I was also trying to look into getting... So there are 2 rail shooters on the Wii. It's a lot of zombies. And zombie-adjacent mutant things. No, there are 2 rail shooters for the Wii that I was also going to try to figure out. But that... I think I'm going to worry first about the light gun. Because at least the light gun shooters aren't, like... They were actual story games, as far as I could tell. Whereas the rail shooters have a story to them, but they are kind of rehashing the stories of other games in the series, and they are fashioned very much like a classic arcade rail shooter, which generally I'm not super good at. I love them, but I do struggle with them. They are very hard. So just on the with the expectation that I'm going to get through the stories of all of them, I'm kind of putting those ones off to the sideline, just because I don't know if my skill level is adequate enough to get through them in a timely manner. So I don't want to put that pressure onto myself. So maybe if I get it working before I finish all of them, I will like cap off the series with that and just not bar myself to having to finish it, but like show them off. Be like, yo, these exist. They're not expensive. If you have a Wii and you like arcade shooters, they're there. Play them. 'Cause they are a lot of fun. Yeah. I don't know exactly how long it'll take me to get through all of those, but starting in May, I expect that I should be able to finish by the time September rolls around. And then September, I would like to do a rehash of my Silent Hill September. Partly just because that's fun, and it's a great excuse to show off all of Silent Hill. But also, that will be the thing that got me here to begin with. It was all just wanting to show off Silent Hill that got me back on the platform as a streamer. And prior to getting into it and finding that I was really enjoying it, I had no intention of carrying on after September. I was just doing it mostly to show off the franchise to my friends, and to generate some excitement for the remake of Silent Hill 2. But after all of that, I was having so much fun having this carved out excuse to play games that I might have missed or that I love and want to show off, that I just kept going. And now look at us. Here we are. So that'll be fun. I'm really excited for that. So mark your calendar. First weekend of September marks the official 1 year since I started doing this. As it is. Since I started doing it as it is. If I really want to go back to my first anniversary, I'll have to try and remember when I first tried to start streaming like 10 years ago. And that's not going to happen. So that was a whole different lifetime. I was not who I am now. I was arguably a person at all. So, yeah, you know, teenage shit. Anyway, I think I rambled enough. That was Echo Night 2. And some future plans for you. So, I don't really know what's going to happen between these FromSoft games and Alice, but we'll figure something out. I got lots to do. So. And then it's just head down Resident Evil from there. So. But until then, we do have 2 more Echo Nights and a Kuon to get through. So, lots more FromSoft waiting ahead. So I don't expect, personally, it'll be fun to do more group stuff. Possibly, yeah. Especially since February is so stormy, that's true. February is usually our messiest month here. We simultaneously see some of our coldest temperatures and some of our first signs of thaw, all kind of wrapped up in a sporadic blanket. We don't really know what's gonna come when. We get like a week of fucking just straight rain and everything thawing and melting, and then we'll see a spontaneous snowstorm and everything flash freezes. It's a it's a great time. Fucking February. Oy. Good thing it's so short, huh? Yeah, no, I would love to do, Lethal Company is always fun. Content Warning is a great time. It's always ridiculous. I would absolutely play more of that. And that game that you were playing, Rose, Disinfection, having that kind of Phasmo footprint reminded me that I really want to play more Phasmo. So that could be fun. I might see if I could rope some people into that, but I also don't want to pressure people into being on stream. Where the primary like friend group isn't really a group of streamers at all. I would love to play more of those with them, but I also don't want to pressure them into having to be on stream, so that might end up being more of an offline thing. So I'd still have to find stuff to stream in that case. Either way, like I said, I have a very long list. I have a huge text document on my phone. That's both games I already own. Not my thing. Do a Freddy playlist? Like Five Nights? Maybe. I've literally actually never played a Five Nights game. I feel like they become, I'm not gonna say no, but they tend to become a an act of like learning a pattern, and it's learning a pattern in a way that my brain isn't usually good at. And you've already seen how I am with scary, so that's kind of out of the picture. So all it becomes, play Slenderman. We'll see. No, all like Five Nights for me basically just becomes trying to learn the pattern in a format that I'm not good at learning. So there's not a lot for me in Five Nights as far as games go. I love the series, but usually it's more just watching other people play it. Mostly, again, aforementioned brother, who also streams, he loves Five Nights. So anytime he plays it, I try to tune in because I love watching that game. The horror emo kids equivalent to Wonderwall, Slenderman. I have a very bittersweet relationship with Slenderman. Because I got really, really into Slenderman, like, right before the Slender game came out. So I was learning all of, like, the creepypasta and the mythos, and then it became really, really popular, and everything got watered down. So, like, there aren't very many things that I get bitter about, but the quality of Slenderman content, and the fact that it became just a content farm, is something that I get a little hipstery about. Like, I was here before it was cool kind of shit. Because it was, like, a really, like, fascinating subject until it wasn't. You know? I don't know. There's stuff. There's a lot of stuff. Open that can of worms? Nah, that's fine. It's just one of those things. The timing was unfortunate. I got really into it and really excited about it. And then suddenly, literally everyone was talking about Slenderman. I've got so many games, man. Like, it's not gonna be hard to play something. That's for sure. It's just determining what to play is where the question mark is. So, it'll happen. There's so much. There's so much to do. Part of me is thinking I've got a handful of indies that I've picked up and haven't played yet. So I could fill the gap with some of the indies that are out there. So I have a 3 or 4, I think. At least 3 or 4 indie survival horrors specifically. That I was watching for a hot minute and now own. So they need to be played. And this is where I play horror games now. So yeah. I was gonna say, because I am loosely trying to wrap this up. I've been just yapping for like at least 30 minutes now. Sorry about that. Yeah. It's very, right now it's very unlikely that there will be a stream before Friday. But I very, very, very much want to start the next Echo Night on Friday. So I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that I'm here for that. But regardless, Saturday will be the majority of that game. Be it the first majority or the end of it. That's where it's going to happen. And if somehow I don't finish it before the end of Saturday, I'll do my best to weasel another day in as quick as possible. And if I have to leave, if I have to drop it on Saturday, hopefully I've got more than 2 hours left, because that seems to be the trend right now. Roughly 2 hours. It's hard when you don't know the game. Yeah. Anyway, friends, it's getting late here. And I do work tomorrow, so I'm gonna go to bed. Or at least get ready for bed. That's gonna be the real plot twist. What are you gonna do if there are no ghosts? What then? That's for Friday. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Don't worry about that right now. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, that one is on PS2, so we're getting a little bit of a graphics jump as well, and I'm excited to see how much they improved. So I want to pull up their list really quick. I've mentioned before, FromSoft, before the Souls franchise, they used to pump games out. So I just want to see how many games released between Echo Knight 2 and 3. I'm willing to bet it was quite a few. Even between... Wow, okay. Get this. Right? This is the kind of company FromSoft was. So in 1994, they released Kingsfield. Kingsfield was their first game. And Kingsfield became the heavy inspiration for what Demon's Souls turned into. So in 94, they put out Kingsfield on PlayStation. 95, they did Kingsfield 2. And 96 was Kingsfield 3. 97 was their... Might read up on Orpheus? Yeah, absolutely. That'll be fun. Because what was the name that we got for the blimp? The Zeppelin. It was Orpheus and Who's or what? Eurydice, yes, thank you. Or Eurydice. Yeah, no, that'd be cool. Keep an eye out for that. Be a nice little cheeky FromSoft paying attention to old mythos. Eurydice? Yeah, I don't know. I'll keep butchering it in a... I'll keep butchering it with confidence. That's all I ever do. If you say it with enough confidence, people believe you. Yeah. FromSoft in 1997 put out their first Armored Core. And for a long time, Armored Core was their bread and butter. 97 actually saw 2 Armored Core games. They put out the first game and Project Phantasma, which is in like Generation 1. I'm not going to dive too hard into Armored Core lore right now. But each generation is kind of like a reboot. Not less like a reboot, but like Armored Core 2 is not connected to Armored Core 1, if you know what I mean. There are a couple of like subtitled titles that release after the numbered title, and those are tied to the numbered title. You'll see a little bit what I mean when I read them. So in 97, we got 2 Armored Core titles. It was Armored Core and Project Phantasma. In 98, we got Shadow Tower, which is kind of like a Kingsfield spin-off. part of me has debated playing those, but they're really difficult. And I don't know if I want to struggle through that on stream. I'll be real with you. But we got Shadow Tower and Echo Knight in 98. And then in 99, they really started hitting a stride because we got Armored Core Master of Arena. We got Spriggan Lunarverse. We got Frame Gride on the Dreamcast, their first non-PlayStation game. And we got Echo Knight 2, Lord of Nightmares. And then in 2000, jumping onto the PlayStation 2, we got Eternal Ring, Evergrace, Armored Core 2, and The Adventures of Cookie and Cream. In 2001, we saw Armored Core 2, Another Age, Forever Kingdom, and Kingsfield 4, finally. So the original question was how many games came out between Echo Knight and Echo Knight 2? Or no, Echo Knight 2 and Echo Knight 3. The answer is a lot. A lot of games came out. I'm actually not going to read all these. There are so many games. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 games released between Echo Knight 2 and Echo Knight Beyond. Echo Knight 2 was 99, and Echo Knight Beyond was 2004. So they were just games. You want games? We got games. Here's games. Yeah, and things really, really started slowing down after Souls really took off. It's basically been one game a year, with very few exceptions, since 2013. Which is 2 years after Dark Souls came out. So they were still going heavy on the mech stuff. Like, that was kind of filling out their catalog when it wasn't a Souls game. Except for one random Nintendo 3DS game developed for Capcom in the Monster Hunter franchise. FromSoft developed Monster Hunter Diary, Poka Poka Iaru Village DX for the Nintendo 3DS. Anyway. Yeah. That was a whole deep dive for no reason at all. I like FromSoft. They're fun. I don't know. But they've got such a backlog. They've got so many games, and no one talks about them. The exception is, like, people occasionally mention Armored Core, and sometimes from Kingsfield. Anyway. I'm just gonna keep fucking rambling if I don't leave, so... as always, love you all. You're so great. Thanks for doing this. I can't believe people are just... It's been 45 minutes of me talking about nothing. And as far as I'm aware, no one's left. The numbers haven't changed. So cheers, guys. Love you. I'm going to bed. I'll see y'all Friday for the first touch of Echo Knight Beyond. Unless something goes really, really wrong in my scheduling. But I should be okay to be here Friday. So, look forward to that. I am. PS2 Echo Knight. Stoked. I'm really excited for that. Until then. Hope y'all have a good night. Take it easy. We'll see you then. I'll see you tomorrow. You won't see me, but you'll hear from me. You know, I'm gonna be there. I got work to do. You're my You get me through my workday now. No pressure. No. It's very chill. If it's not you, it's music, typically. So, I'm not losing if you're not present, but it's definitely a lot more exciting when you are present. So, you know. You're fine. It's just very mellow. It helps the workday go by fast. You know, music's fun. I love having music, but it doesn't like speed up the workday the same way that a stream does. So, and no one else that I like to watch streams at a time where they're live while I'm working. So, everyone streams so late. I know I'm no exception. I stream really late too, especially like so many of you tune in from Europe. And it's so fucking late over there, guys. What are you doing? Why are you watching me? Thank you. Like, don't go away, please. I like you. But why are you watching me? It's so late. Oh. Alright, I do gotta leave. I'm gonna keep going. I'm putting this screen on so that I have to leave. Have a good night. Get some sleep. You deserve it. Drink some water. I'll catch you Friday. Peace out.